wanted to make a video real quick, man, and I I really love the Godfather movies, just like every other man, on the planet. That's nothing special. But I just was like listening to like YouTube videos and listening to people's thoughts, and there's these videos on Michael Corleone, watching a man become evil, watching a man lose his way, watching a man, descend into darkness. No, man, like y'all missed the whole point. And it's not like it's no validity to any of the things that y'all said about my life. So I watched the videos through like it was some good points, but I want to say, it's so funny y'all listen and read all these books and these philosophers, man. But I want to say Schopenhauer says it's just men who are controlled and evil, and not evil, man, but it's like men that are doing control. Like it's not really, that's just the way of life. When you look at nature, it's violent. Like, we are trying to act like we are in a world where violence don't rule. Like, we have the best military in the world. How do you think America became such a great country? We became such a great country, man, because we were willing to be the most violent. We were willing to use anybody. Okay, Italians want to come over here. Let's use them for war. Let's use these black slaves. Let's get them out of slavery and throw them in an army. I mean, they throwing having revolts and rebellions. Let's make them soldiers. And everybody wants to give credit to Abraham Lincoln for freeing the slaves. Look that up, man. That's not how it happened. Look up the Bacon's Rebellion. Look at all these Irish and black rebellions. This is why they made the Irish white in the first place, man. So like they could stop teaming up with black people and other races against, the government or whatever. Like, that's not what it's about, man. It's not about Michael becoming evil. If that's the case, Vito's evil. Why is everybody like saying Vito is such a good man? Vito made a decision in his life very early when he saw the black hand, like, take his job. It's like, all right, you got that. I'm going to just do this. Okay, you got that. I'm going to sell dresses and just do illegal stuff a little. Like, my man's just giving me guns. Vito change was faster than Michael's. Vito popped him. He wouldn't pop my man's from the black hand. Like, he popped him. You like, y'all understand? Like, Michael's descent, quote unquote, it had like it was a struggle. Michael went off to war trying to be a good man. What kills y'all argument is what Michael told Kay. This is all like, we are raising soft men. Michael told Kay, Michael, presidents and the government and officials, they don't kill anybody. Now who's being naive, Kay? Everybody's evil if that's the case when y'all talk about Michael's descent. Everybody is evil. You know what I mean? In that case, it's winners and losers, man. Like, that was the whole point of showing the Italian family immigrants and coming in and seeing what America had to offer. That was part of the bigger picture. Like, if you don't do the stepping, you gonna get stepped on. Michael just looked more evil, quote unquote, because he was going through a time of change. Like, America was changing into feminism. Look at his wife when he was married to the Italian woman. She would have been just like how his mother was to Vito. She understood what his family was. They come from the same lineage. They come from the same town. I believe she was from the same town Michael was from. I can't remember. I haven't read the book in a while. I believe that when he went back to his homeland, I think that was where she was from. I can't. Or she was from where the Don that was protecting him was from. The Don was an old friend of his father's, and that's who took him in when he had took out the cop and took out the Dutchman. Was he Dutch? Or was he Dutch? What was more? Because he spoke Italian, but what was he? He was, oh my God. I gotta watch the Godfather. Anyway, when he took those two out in the diner, man, when he went in the bathroom, like, when he went to hide, and Tomasino, I think, was the Don that he went to go hide out with. But, yeah, man, it was patriarchy. I mean, just like if you go marry a Mexican woman, the patriarchy rules. We have a culture here. Like, Kay became a feminist. That's what in the book, it don't show it in the movie, but in the book, Kay went to go look for Michael, and the moms, you don't have no place here. Like, the moms knew it. Like, you ain't the type of woman for my son. Like, Michael came back and just realized, like, we gonna be attacked no matter what. I could be poor, I could be a military man. I'm getting attacked out here in war. I'm getting attacked. You have to take over and take control of your life and your family. Otherwise, you just gonna be stepped on and you gonna be a victim. There is no descent into evil. There's the cards that you were dealt, man, and how you want to play them. That's it. There's like Michael was dealing with. What did he talk to his mother? when he was like talking about family, and he just told her like times are changing. He didn't know how to deal with it because his father didn't have to go through the change that he was going through. Nobody wanted to see Michael. It was like the Wild West when he became that. Nobody wanted to see him at the top. They come from a time where things were passed on, like the time we're living in now, where things are not being passed over to us. It's like we're gonna have to take it. Nobody is giving you land or home or like anything of value anymore. Like these old baby boomers want to keep it. And that's how they tried to do Michael. Like what he said about the Hyman Roth. That man thinks he's gonna live forever. It's all fake. That's who's against me. Like that man is moving against me, man. He don't want to see us win, man. Like, and he's Jewish. Like he has that hate for Italians again after Mo Green got hit. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is what these Italians do. And then like he had a respect for Vito. So Vito wasn't, he didn't want to hit, like, but it's like, I don't have that same respect for your son, and your son is the one that took out the hit on my best friend. Like, that's life, man. The whole thing, y'all know what I'm talking about, or what just have everybody's talking about it. That's life. We've been violent. Violence is nothing new, man. This is how things either people, no man should be taken. Violence should never be. Violence has always been the answer. Violence, go read history, dog. And we love it. That's why we love things like Troy, like Achilles. We love like they keep making war movies. You think we look at war movies because most of us are interested in history? Yeah, some of us are. But it's good. It's like we like watching it. We love violence, dog. I can't stand when something crazy happens to people that don't live like in the ghetto or been in the military or something. When they see it, this is so crazy. It's because you're not used, because you're in a bubble, because you're used to everybody else protecting you and doing the violence for you. You're a coward. Not everybody, but most people are just cowards. Grew up with black girls fighting more than the guys. Like, violence is a part of our humanity. Like I said, look at nature, man. We're animals too. Like we just have a little bit more intellect or whatever, man. But we're animals at the end of the day. We have crazy sex. We do wild things. Things that seem not to make sense. We have instincts, certain instincts, man. Like Michael is just a human being that made decisions. There was no watching a man descend into madness. Some people will punish their brother for betraying them, some won't. That's it. What he did to his brother, it's just life. Some people will do something that's like, dog, you tried, like my kids could have got, I probably would have did the same thing that Michael did, to be honest with you. Like, if I had a kid, like, if it would have just been me and I dodged it, I'd have just sent them away, maybe. But my kids, I don't care if you my brother or not, man. You out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like these videos, like these people that haven't been in these situations. They speak on them so casual. Like, you never been in these situations, dog. Like, my sister got hit. My brother got hit. Both of my brothers did 12 years. So did my father. Like, I ain't gonna call them real situations, because I hate when people try to like make gangster life and urban life just seem that's real. But I've been in these situations. There's Middle Easterners in crazy situations, dog. I've known them. I've befriended them. I've known Italians in situations. I know Mexicans. Like, I'm in Michigan. I know Mexicans in Southwest. Like, grew up with them in situations. Cartel family members. Like, you grew up I'm speaking about these people making these videos in this suburban lifestyle to where you are protected. That's a good thing. But don't act like violence ain't get you there. That's why Ben Affleck, who I like as an actor, he has great-grandparents that were slave owners. He was doing a show about a history show that they used to do, and they was finding people like old family members and lineage and all that. He found out he had some slave owner grandparents, and he had that episode taken down. You got here because of violence, dog, and what your grandparents did and the evil things that they did. I'm a black man. The slavery bad, yeah, but it was business. People wasn't looking at it like that, but that was business is what that was. Do it make it right? No, but that's who we are. Were black people the first slaves? No. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand how people can't. I get you can't empathize with someone, like I can never empathize with a pregnant woman. I can never empathize with the woman that's on her cycle because I will never go through those things. You know, if I have the definition of empathy correct, a certain type of empathy, because sympathy, correct me if I'm wrong, means like you can feel for someone, like seeing them injured is like, oh, I know that must hurt. You know, I'm a sympathize. Let me help them up because I have sympathy. Empathy, I believe, means you understand that person's feelings because you've been through it. I have to look up the definition of empathy again. But that's why I always looked at the two. Like, empathy was something you like a girl can understand when a girl says she got cramps because she's been through it as well. You know? And it's like some people speak on things that it's like they never lived, and it's just, dog, man, you get put in those certain situations. Like, if you a suburban, any kid, black, white, man, like, if you get through in the ghetto, you have to understand you're going to be a different person, dog. You're going to be a completely different person, man. Like, you're not going to be this, well, I'm a great this, I'm going to be that if I'm thrown in. No, you're not. You're going to still, if you're born in certain places in the Middle East, man, because you're going to want to survive, dog. You think Aladdin was just a Disney movie, man? Nah. Does that make you evil? Does that make Vito evil that he killed him that was probably going to hit him, like, later on down the line? No, dog. It's survival. When a deer, there's been deer that took down predators, you know, with their legs, kicking them in the head. Did that make the deer evil, dog? This is life, man. Can you be too greedy? Yeah, for sure. That's why, you know, we made the Bible as humans, because it's like, okay, there's moral lines that don't need to be crossed. But, like, man, I just really, like I said, I think people miss that whole point of the K conversation to Michael, man. That's our whole structure, man. That is going back to pirates, going back to the countries using pirates to move things. That's been our whole country structure, our whole world structure, dog. Is watching a man become evil. Michael's descent. Nah, man, Michael's wife wasn't loyal. Kay was not a good person. Kay had the whether you believe in getting rid of children or not. Kay knew what her husband was. She just chose to go with him because of that they owe love. Kay knew who Michael was. You wasn't dumb. She just chose after a while. Okay, I'm tired of this now. I don't want to do this now. She was weak. Like, it's like you should, like the mom said, you don't belong here. She should have listened to those words, man. That's not for you. You are a feminist white woman with suburbia ideas, man. You know what I'm saying? And Michael having that angel on his shoulder, quote unquote, saying, you know, it's like that's what got his daughter. It's like if he would have been more ruthless, like how his father was able to be, because he had a woman that supported him, a family that supported him. If he had had that, he wouldn't have made the mistakes that he made. The little ones that end up getting his daughter unalived, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's my little rant on the Godfather, man. People have different opinions and different ways to look at certain things, man. I get it. We were born in different places, different walks of life. But it's just, I hate when people just can't step back for a minute and take time, like, oh, that's probably happening because it's like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, they're all bad people. They're gangsters. They're Italian mafia, man. Like, they're all bad people in that. If that's the case, not just Michael. But like I said, then you got to go into the military and the government. It's like, why we having probably like white people. I'm not saying all white people, just certain ones, man. I'm going to say it like this. My best friend is Polish. And everybody used to ask him, why do you have all black friends? Like, why don't you, he said, because white people believe in the system. That's people, when they have these opinions, and it's like that's why these white people are going crazy right now. And January the 6th has happened. They don't understand. This is what black people been going through. Their women not listening to them, not being loyal. This is what we been going through. Hey, welcome to our world. Now you here with us. I'm in the suburbs in a white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But they're going through ghetto stuff. You know, it's not as good of a neighborhood as when I first got here. It's like, because people are losing money. I've seen people leave their partner, their wife, their husband. Like, they're going through what we're going through now. Money is starting to be an issue with them, and everything ain't peaches and cream. This is what the black community been going through. And they don't know who to blame. That's why they still keep trying to blame minorities. No, it's your government, dog. Wake up. That's it, man. That's just my little rant on the Godfather and me defending defending Michael's moves, man, is feminist. That new wave of feminism was waking up with KK was disloyal. I can't stand. I never liked K as a character. I don't even like Diane Keaton. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand why they got her to play K. His Italian wife. I wish she wouldn't have, died in that explosion, man. That's just my take.